Alright, this is gonna be my backstory on how I became a network marketer. Okay, so I'm in a very comfortable position, and it's gonna take. I'm gonna walk you through on my life, like how it was like being an engineer, a civil engineer. After that, I went into phone accessories business when the iPhone just launched, and what else? I did a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me think. Okay, I did a lot of stuff. I was an engineer, phone accessories. I went into property. I went into life insurance. Went into Grab car. What else? Website developer. Okay, I was developing Shopify stores as well. Drop shipping. It failed. Drop shipping. Website developer, digital marketing, and right now I'm a network marketer. But how did I come from engineer to network marketing? From a civil engineer professional to MLM? Okay, so this is a bit of a story. Okay, why? What's the journey? What got me to make that decision? All right, so when I graduated, I was a civil engineer, company's youngest engineer, 20 years old. Normally, people graduate at 24, and at 20, I'm already a civil engineer. So on the first day of my work, okay, you imagine, okay, I walk into the office. There's like tables and chairs. Everyone is on their computer. Everyone is like, I was scared. Okay, I was scared. I was nervous because I didn't know if what would happen. So, but I was willing to learn. So I had my seniors taught me how to design, how to do designs for earthworks, how to do design for drainage systems, sewerage systems, water reticulation, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I would learn. The first few months of the learning period, right? It was overwhelming. Like there was so much to learn. There was so much to do. I would stay back up to 8, 9, 10, and sometimes just to rush deadlines, right? Me and my colleagues, we would go back like 12 midnight. Wasn't fun, man. But 1 year down the road, okay, 1 year as a civil engineer, I already knew there wasn't much to learn anymore. Okay, because the things that if you're an employee, you know what I'm talking about, right? There will come a point where you feel like you are just repeating the same thing again and again and again. It's boring. It's boring, I tell you. It's like every morning you wake up in the morning. I don't feel like waking up. Sometimes I don't even want to sleep just because I don't want to wake up. Any one of you feel that way? I felt that way. Okay, I don't want to sleep because I don't want to wake up. But I had to because I was working. So every morning drive to work, and after that come back home. Okay, morning again, go to work, come back home, and repeat. I lasted for about 4 years before I decided, you know what, this isn't bringing me anywhere, because no matter how hard I was working, no matter how many hours I was putting in, I was getting the same pay, which wasn't much. It's like 2006. Tell me, you're in KL, 2006, is it enough? No. Okay, if you're in Malaysia, can you live on the 2000 salary? I don't think so. Okay, but I hit the ceiling. But a lot of people would advise me, you need to change you need to change company, you need to change you need to go look for greener pastures, okay? But I didn't want to do it because one of my problem was I was scared of judgment. Okay, I was scared, like people like, oh, you know what, Sean is like this, Sean is like that, oh, you shouldn't be like this. I was scared. Okay, I was those typical goody guys where trying to get everything perfect, trying to do what everybody wants, I'm a people pleaser. Okay, so I just stayed. But what happened? Something happened in between. Apple launched the iPhone 4. Okay? And when I saw Steve Jobs' video, I was like, oh my god, I need to have it, iPhone 4. So I lined up, went to get it, and that started my journey to be a phone accessory seller. Okay, I got the phone. I knew it cost a lot. Okay, to me it cost a lot, so I needed to protect it, right? So I went to buy case. I was looking on all the different type of cases, and whoa, it's like buying shirt, you know, buying shirt. And I bought one, and I bought another one, and I bought another one, and I found out that, you know what, I really enjoy this. Now there is this particular case that I like very much, and I was looking for it in Malaysia. Okay, I was looking for it in Malaysia, and I found out that, oh my god, this is uncomfortable. Okay, and I found out that there was no one else selling it. Nobody is doing it. Alright, so I will be the one to bring it into Malaysia, simply because I wanted it for myself. But since like no one is doing it, myself, you know, sell it to people who want it as well. So I was posting in forums, Looi forums, did quite well. That started off a journey where into my business as a iPhone accessory seller. Okay, but what happened? I was playing very small at that time. Okay, I was scared. Okay, I never done business before. I was an engineer. I never done business before. I don't know what it means, but I'm just like going on guessing. So back then, how I would do it is, okay, there's this product. Okay, who wants it? Okay, you want it, you pay first. You want it, you pay first. You want it, you pay first. You want it, you book it first. You want it, you pay first. Okay, then I would get payments in advance before I place the order. So the risk was super low, very low risk. Okay, because I had a confirmed list of buyers already. Okay, and that's how I placed the order, and then I would make like a few thousand through that process. I did, but as I was doing this, right, I started to notice that there were people who wanted it immediately. They didn't want to wait, they wanted it now. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you're buying stuff online and it's like, oh my god, do I need to wait for the delivery? Do I need to wait for 1 or 2 months just to have it? I want it now. If I pay now, I want it now. Okay. So I met a friend who was a phone seller as well, Andrew To. Okay. He's doing very well. He's on Lazada. If you want to check him out, he's like etc. I think etc. But back then we were both like starting off the same. No lah, not same. He has been doing it for a while, and I got to know him, and I realized one thing that he was doing and he was successful that I wasn't. Okay, the difference between me and Andrew was that he invested first. I was looking for confirmed buyers, but he invested first. What do you mean? He paid for stock in advance. So he had ready stock to sell to customers who wanted it now. That was the difference. So, okay, so who do you think customers will buy from? Will they buy from him where he can give it immediately? Or will they buy from me where they needed to pay, they needed to wait? They will definitely get it from him, right? So I was thinking, okay, I was scared, man, because I'm not comfortable paying this amount, like a large sum of money for something that I have no guarantee that I can sell. But since he is doing it, right, I had to have a role model. I had to have like, basically choose a successful model and just copy. Okay, so I copied him. Of course, not at the scale that he was doing. He was doing it like massive. I was like, shit, I'm so scared. I'll just do it a little bit. So I started to invest, okay, maybe 2,000 in stock. And it turned out quite well. Okay, it turned out quite well because what we were doing at that time, iPhone 4 accessories, hot. No one else was doing it in the market at the moment. We were pioneers, right? And so far we got the ball rolling. Okay, 2,000 would become 5. I would take the amount of money and put it back into the business and get more stock, get more inventory, and you know, expand the inventory and get more customers, and customers are happy with me. And if you're watching this, all right, if you're watching this and you used to buy cases from me, right, I just want to say thank you very much for your support. Okay, your support, your having you as my customer back then, I loved it very much. Okay, love it, because the relationships that I formed with you, the friends, the chats, the teh tariks that we had, great, good experience. I love it. So if you're watching this and you used to be my customer, thank you very much. Let me know in the comments if you used to buy from me. Okay. So yeah, 4 years down the line as a phone accessory seller, right, I was doing well, but eventually the market share started to drop. Now why? Because people were seeing that this business was great. Right? People were selling phone cases and they were doing well. I want to share in the business as well. I'm going to sell phone accessories too. And more people were starting to sell phone accessories. They were selling on Lazada, they were selling on Muda, they were selling on Looi, and one thing happened. The price started to drop. Okay, whatever I chose to sell at 300 or 200, they would sell at 250, 200, 150, 100. Price would drop. Okay, and then it started to become a quantity game. I don't play quantity games. Okay, but Andrew was doing well because he knows the game, he knows the market. He went with the market. Okay, so he's going quantity as well, but it wasn't my style. So eventually, right, a $20,000 business became a $2,000 per month business. A $2,000 per month business became a $200 per month business. Would you want to do a $200 per month business? No. Okay, so I felt helpless, man. Okay, I was clueless. I was clueless. I had no idea what's going on. I was confused. I was angry. I was angry at my customers. Like, what the fuck, man? It's like, why aren't you buying from me anymore? Okay, I was angry. I was blamed. I was not responsible for adjusting to the market. And I was just stubborn. I was just very stubborn. And basically, eventually, my business wasn't making money at all, no matter how much I was putting into advertisements. And I went into depression. Okay, I went into depression. I was in a very bad mood. I was in a bad place. But I had friends, at the time, I had friends telling me to let go of your business, do something else. Do something else. If you don't let go, you are going to just stay in this loop of depression. Alright? And so, after 2 years, I held on for 2 years, and then only I decided to let go. Okay? It was a long time. I was stubborn. I thought it was my baby. I spent so long to build this audience. I spent so long to build this business, and finally I just let it go. And at that time, my mom was suggesting, hey, you know what, Sean? Be a property agent. You can be a real estate agent. You can earn very well. Okay. You know me. I'm just like doing things because someone tell me to do. All right. So I went along with it. We went for the 2-day course, and we joined the company. And I'm not going to say the name, but it was a bad experience. Okay, very bad experience. If you're joining we basically joined a company with a bad leader. Okay, a bad leader. Now, why did I say he was a bad leader? Okay, now this one is a 50-50 thing, because if I were to look back right now, I would know that I'm the one responsible for my actions. Okay, but the leader was okay. So we were new. First time in property, totally no experience, and so I told the guy, the principal, what should I do? You need to call all your friends. Okay, he was like, you need to call all your friends and tell them you are in property. Okay, tell them, all of them, you are in property. Do you have a house to? Are you looking for a property to buy, or do you have a property to sell? All right. So that's what I did. But I had one big question. Should I focus on area, or I asked him what should I focus on? He was like, you need to do everything. Now, experienced property agents, you guys know, if you do everything right, you're going to do nothing. Okay, experienced property agents focus on one area. Focus on, like, for example, the building I'm in right now. Even if just focusing on one thing, you will be successful already because that is your market. But my principal at that time, right, he told us to do everything. So we were flying down to Klang, we were flying down to Puchong, we were flying to KL, we were flying to Cheras, we were flying to Kajang. We were all over the place. And jack of all trades, master of none, all right? You know the game. 6 months down the road as a property agent, we made zero rental case, zero sub-sale. There was no projects, no projects. So we were doing everything. We were listing on iProperty, we were listing on Property Guru, we were spending money on ads and listings. We were just spending money from our savings and we weren't making any money. 6 months down the line, we know this is something is not working, man. And how did I move from property to insurance? So happened that one of my property agent friends, he was in the insurance line. And he was like, hey, you know what? We have this plan. It's very good. It helps a lot of people. Why don't you become an agent like me? And we went for the preview. And okay, we were sold. Okay, we were desperate. And we were just like hungry. We had nothing, man. No income at all. I would just take like whatever I could do just to have some income. So when I saw the insurance preview, I was like, great. Okay, I could do this. Okay, sounds easy enough. Okay, so I took the exam. And I became an insurance agent. Life insurance agent. Now, insurance is a good profession. It's a good product. I believe in that. But when I started off as an insurance agent, oh man, I knew, like, my friends. I was talking to my family and my friends. They would ask me to go to talk to hot market, you know, your closest people, your parents, your brother, your cousin. And yeah, I did sell insurance to them. Thank you for your support. If you're watching this, let me know in the comment. If you bought insurance from me before, let me know. I want to see. Okay. But one of the things I was experiencing as an insurance agent was, number one, the market was saturated. If you are in insurance, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of people who's doing insurance right now, and let me ask you something like, you talk to 10 people and ask them if they bought insurance, 8 or 9 people have bought insurance already, right? So how do you sell to a saturated market? That is a challenge, okay? And people generally have a dislike for insurance agents. My friends list started to drop. My friends would stop replying me, and I had a very close friend who unfriended me on Facebook. Okay, and that one incident alone, unfriending on Facebook, caused me to go into. I went into depression. Okay, I was confused. I felt very pissed and frustrated and hurt because my friends were like, they weren't responding to me anymore. They were, you know, unfriending me. Oh, that was tough, man. So, but I lasted for about 2 years. Okay, 2 years in insurance. I would say that it wasn't the company that got me to stay. It was my leader, okay, my insurance team leader, Mr. Kaur. If you're watching this, right, Mr. Kaur, you are an amazing leader. I learned a lot from you. I'm even applying how you run your agency. I'm applying it in my MLM business. I'm applying it with my downlines as well. Great leader. But eventually, right, you can't stay too long. Like, I can't stay too long in an industry which doesn't pay, all right? And so I decided to do GrabCar. It was quite easy to start to do GrabCar, and I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move because this is getting super uncomfortable. This chair, hold on. Okay, and then I started to do Grab car. Hold on, get this angle right here. Alright, so as a Grab car driver at that time, I was doing quite well. Okay, not many Grab car drivers on the road. The plan was good. I was getting about 1,006 ringgit per week. However, after doing it for a few months, Grab car started to notice something. The Grab car drivers was a lot. There were more Grab car drivers. Grab car even had a recruitment program where if you recruit a driver and he done certain number of trips, we will give you a certain amount of money. Alright? And yeah, so there were more drivers and Grab car started to cut the incentives. They started to cut the incentives, and by putting in the same amount of time per week, rather than getting like 1,006 a week, right? I would be getting about 1,900, okay? Not 1,900, it's either 1,000 or like 900. Would you want to do something like this, that you put the same amount of time and you're only getting like less than like half? No, alright? But one thing I learned from Grab car is you need to know how to play the game. Okay, a lot of people just drive for the sake of driving, but Grab car has incentives, and you need to know how to hit your targets to get the maximum value. Alright, so that's how I knew how to do that thanks to my senior. I had a mentor, his name is Job, and he one of the things that he told me that if you want to win, you need to know how to play the game. So that helped a lot. Okay, so that helped a lot. Hold on, let me get. Alright, I didn't know I cut off the video just now by accident. Alright, so as I was saying that Grab car was cutting down their incentives, and I didn't want to do it anymore, okay? But Grab car gave me some lessons, okay? By driving Grab car, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very shy person. Very shy person. And I would use Grab car as a platform to break through, to talk to people. Okay, I would purposely like talk to people and find out, okay, what's your name? What do you do? How are you doing? What interests do you have? I would force myself to talk to people. Okay, and it worked quite well. Sometimes, most of the time, it was fun. Okay, but of course I do get the occasional "don't talk to me." Don't talk to me. I just want to sleep. Why are you so nosy? All right, fine. That's where I shut up. Okay. But Grab car was fine. Now I'm going to tell you a story of something that happened. I was poor. Okay, I was poor. I had no money to look after my family. So I would do anything. Now on the 31st of December, okay, it was 2 years ago. On the 31st of December, midnight, Grab car would pay the highest, because a lot of people would want to go to KLCC. They would want to go to watch the fireworks, right? And the rate was high, man. Normally, like if you like to get to KLCC, it's like if the fare is 10 ringgit, on that night itself, it would be 80 ringgit or even 100 ringgit just to get there. 2 hours, it was a 1 hour drive. Okay, normally it was like a 20-minute drive, took an hour drive because so many people wanted to go to KLCC to check out the fireworks. Now it is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, families are celebrating at home. Families are celebrating with their loved ones. I am outside doing Grab car, trying to earn money. So when I drove, okay, imagine me, I'm driving, my customers are there, they're like, oh my god, can we make it for the fireworks? I'm like, it's okay, just hang in there. And we made it, okay, we made it just in time for the fireworks. I was sad, man. Okay, I was looking at the fireworks and I called my wife, Krystle. Hi, darling. Happy New Year. I started to cry. I started to cry it's like I wish I was with you on this time, at this moment. I wish I was with you, but you know, I had to drive just to get some money for the family. Yeah, I was helpless, man. I was helpless. Oh, okay. Okay, a bit vulnerable right now. Yeah, but that was the experience. I had to do whatever it took to look after my family. But eventually, I knew GrabCar started to, you know, cut incentives, cut values, and I decided that I didn't want to do GrabCar anymore because it wasn't worth the time. So I went back to what I was good at, and you know, ever since I started off as an engineer up to that point, I developed the skill. I was good at websites. I was good at building websites. I was good at advertising online, digital marketing. I learned a lot of stuff. I decided to, you know, become a web developer, become a web designer, and trying to do odd jobs. I partnered up. So at that time, right, I was doing it on myself. I found that okay, I have the skill, but I didn't have the skill to find clients. So what I did was I partnered up with two friends, and I'm not going to say their names, but I partnered up with two friends, and we started a company, a partnership. I would be in charge of the website development. One would be in charge of marketing, another one would be in charge of sales. However, right, what I noticed was this, and we would split the profits. Okay, at first we would split evenly, and I noticed that, damn, I would be bringing in like 80% of the sales, and it would be split evenly. So I was like, I'm doing like most of the stuff. Okay, and one of my partners, he would be missing for a week, and he come back, sorry guys, I had a breakdown. It's like, what the fuck, man? We're doing everything and then you're getting profit. So eventually we adjusted the profit margin again, and even though we adjusted the profit margin where it will favor whoever brought in a sale, I was still doing most of the stuff. Okay, I was still doing most of the stuff, and 3-4 months down the road, my wife was telling me, Sean, you're being used. You are being used, man. You are like a source of passive income for your friends. I was like, no, they're good guys. I don't think they're going to do that to me. 3-4 months down the road, right? Oh my God, I started to feel it. I was doing almost everything. I was bringing in almost the majority of the revenue, and I had to split it to them who were not doing much. Okay, not going to mention names, but eventually I shut down the company. I said, you know what, guys? You guys are riding on my reputation. You're riding on my skills. You're riding on my name. If you want to do this, you do it yourself. Right? If you want to like start your digital marketing, you know, they still wanted to do it. I said, you want to do it, you start from zero and do it yourself, because, you know, start from zero. Okay, if you can, you've done it before, great. So I went back to doing it myself. I was doing Shopify stores. I was selling Shopify stores. I was not bad. Okay, not bad. I'm a good web designer. But one of the skills that I don't have is like getting clients. And also one thing I noticed was that the market was super saturated. There were tons of web designers, tons of Shopify developers. And I wasn't the only one, and there was a price war going on. Okay, so but I was in my comfort zone. I just did what I like. I did what I was passionate about, and it was about 1,000 per month, 1,000 ringgit per month to 1,005 ringgit per month. Now I'm going to tell you something really, something that happened. Okay. Now my wife, me and my wife, we had this thing going on where we would compete and see who would earn more money for that month. Okay, so she just started. Okay, so all this is happening at the same time, right? So for me, I left the partnership. Okay, I was starting to do my website development on my own. She just entered a network marketing company, MLM company. She wanted me to join her. I was like, no. I'm not going to join you. I'm going to do what I like. I'm going to do what I love. You do your thing, I do mine. Anyway, we're going to have a competition. I told her, we're going to have a competition. Whoever earns the most for that month, the loser needs to buy, pay for a meal. Okay, so for the first month she was in the MLM. Obviously she was learning. I was doing what I'm doing, like web design, web developer. So for that month I won. But don't think Sean won. Sean won because he earned 1,000. You can't live on 1,000, all right? My wife at that time, she was in the learning process. So my wife was like, fine, it's okay, you win. I'm just gonna buy you dinner. And we went to a very beautiful place in Puchong, Japanese buffet. What's the name? Aoki Tei, I think. Aoki Tei. I want to go back again. Anyone want to join me? Alright, anyway, Aoki Tei. She was like, okay, fine, you know what, you win, you deserve it, this is the rules, this is a competition, fine. But I guarantee you, she looked me in the eyes like, you watch out. The next month, I'm going to win. I was like, fuck. Are you sure? Whatever, man. You didn't win this time. How are you so sure next month you're going to win? Alright? So next month, we're doing our stuff. We have this check. We have like a table. Okay, this date, how much I earn. This date, how much I earn. This date, how much I earn, right? This date, how much I earn. So we had these two charts, and every day I would be logging in. Okay, this day I got a client, so I would try this, and she would be logging in. Okay, this day I sold this number of products. Okay, how much I earned. Okay, next day I recruited this amount of people. Okay, then this is amount. One day, okay, here's the shocking part, right? I was looking at the chart, and I saw Krystle, my wife. I saw she did like 7,000 in 24 hours, and I was like, what the hell? 24 hours, 7,000. I'm doing like 1,000 a month, 1,500 a month, and you're like 7,000 in 24 hours. Okay. And you know, a lot of people who, you know, a lot of successful people, they believe it and then they make it happen, right? I wasn't one of those people. I'm like, see to believe. I need to see proof. Then only it's like, okay, we can do it. The moment I saw that, okay, I decided that, you know what? This company has something going on here. This product is good. Okay, this is a viable solution. And that's what got me to start my MLM business with my wife. Okay, that's what got me to start my network marketing business with my wife. And that was 2018 April. Okay, 2018 April, and up to now it's almost 2 years. We have a very strong team. We have leaders who are like they're just recruiting on their own. They're like selling products on their own. Like, oh my god. Okay, definitely not beauty. Definitely not health. Okay. Anyway, not this. I'm not going to tell you what MLM I mean. Okay, but this video is just to show you the journey. Okay, the journey from how I started off as an engineer, to phone accessories, to property, insurance, grab car, web developer, digital marketing, back to web developer again, and finally, that's why I decided to become a network marketer. Alright, so hopefully this gives you some backstory, like insight on what I do. Okay, maybe you can relate. Okay, maybe you can relate to what I'm doing. If you feel like you're going through the same journey as well, let me know in the comment. Okay, just let me know. Like I want to reach out to you to, okay, if you are like me, or if you know the journey, you know the pain, you know the struggle, you know the hurt, the frustration, let me know. Okay, I want to know who you are. Okay, I want to get to know you. You know, just be in touch. Okay, have that first contact. All right. So I hope this video was enjoyable for you. You know, just to let you know who I am a little bit more. And okay, if you like it, give a like, subscribe. Okay, follow me on Facebook or YouTube, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.